Wnbl, Wnbl, Wnbl. Tuwan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, 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 Wnbl.
Straight points for Air Force. Columna scores and a foul. Karen Columna with a nice move inside, putting on the moves against Josephine Ong. Karen Columna with a fadeaway shot. Ong with the ball against Del Carmen. Ong with a drive. Ong dipsy-do and one. Josephine Ong hangs in the air to score that layup. Ong escapes Del Carmen, and look at that. Josephine Ong with that difficult layup.
Oh, what a crossover there by Del Carmen. Del Carmen is good. Okay, crossover move by Del Carmen, producing a basket, leaving the defender behind.
Ong with 10 on the shot clock. Ong still with the basketball. Ong pass to Joey Mora. Touch pass. Mendoza open. And she scores. What a play by the Philippine Navy. Go for gold, another look. Easy 2 points for Daniel Mendoza and Alicia the inbounder. Sian takes the free throw jumper. Good! April Sian converts! April Sian giving Taguig the victory.
Wnbl. bayan kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, 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 Tuwanigan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, 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 Tuwanigan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, Wnbl, Tuwanigan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, Wnbl, Tuwanigan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, Tuwanigan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, Tuwanigan na bayan, kababaihan na tayo lumaban.
Who will be the queens of the WNBL? That question will be answered soon as we begin the finals of the WNBL 2022 season. Will it be Janine Ponteos and the Army, a team that is looking for a Cinderella run in the finals, or will it be the Lady Air Defenders who are on a rampage on their way to the finals? Welcome to the WNBL Finals. I'm Ruben Terrado, and thank you for joining us, for our live viewers on Solar Sports as well as on our social media accounts. And it will be an exciting affair as the PSI Lady Air Defenders go for their second title in the WNBL, while the Army goes for their first WNBL crown. But before we begin, game number 1 of the finals, the final battle between the Lady Air Defenders and the Lady Battalion, let's discuss the road to the finals. First, let's begin with the PSI Lady Air Defenders. They lost their first 2 games in the season, but they were on a rampage, as I said, winning 6 straight games to finish the eliminations with a 6-2 win-loss record. And then, in the semifinals, they swept the Go for Gold Philippine Navy Lady Sailors to extend their winning streak to 8 heading into the finals. And again, they're eyeing for their second WNBL Finals championship, as they won in 2019 against the Taguig Lady Generals. Now let's shift gears to the Philippine Army Lady Battalion. Let's take a look at their road to the finals. They won their first 2 games, but they struggled along the way, losing their next 5 games. And of course, they also lost Janine Ponteos and Chuck Cabinbin in the meantime, as they represented Gilas Pilipinas women in the 2021 SEA Games, but they went back on in grand fashion as they swept the top seed Lady Generals. They won that series 2-1, and this will be their second WNBL Finals appearance, as in 2019 they were the Taguig Lady Generals who lost to the PSI Lady Air Defenders 3 years ago. Now let's take a look at the comparative statistics, and you can see the reason why the Lady Air Defenders are on a hot streak. They are first in points as well as in field goals, They are third in rebounding and they are first in assists, while the Lady Battalion, despite being the fourth seeded team, they were first in rebounding with 34.6 per outing. Decent stats for the Lady Battalion during the season. Now, let's take a look at the key players of both teams. And let's start first with Cindy Resultay. And you know you can count on her every time in each of the games against or for the Lady Air Defenders. Her averages on your screen, 18.2 points, double-double numbers, 10.1 rebounds, and on the defensive end, Resultay averaging 2 steals per game. Cindy Resultay, the star player of the PSI Lady Air Defenders. And on the other side, Janine Ponteos has been shooting the lights out. She has the license to shoot for the Army, and look at her numbers, 22.3 points per game, one of the leading scorers in this league, 35.5% from threes, and you can also rely on her on defense, 2.1 steals a game for one of the best shooters, not just in the Philippines, but also in Asia. And we will take a break, and coming up next, it will be game 1 between the Army and the PSI in just a moment.
Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl. Uwan ng bayan, kapapalihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl. Uwan ng bayan, kapapalihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl. Uwan ng bayan, kapapalihan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, double Wnbl, Wnbl, double Wnbl.
Bulacan Capital Gym, Malolos. Welcome to Game 1 of the Best of 3 WNBL 2022 Finals between the Lady Air Defenders and Lady Battalion. This is history for women's basketball. Now let's meet the players for both teams. We are live on Solar Sports as they battle for the second time in the finals. First, they are ready to soar and ignite the PSI Lady Air Defenders. Starting up with her unwavering desire to be more competitive, from University of Perpetual Health Binyan, number 3, Diana Pagatpat. She is coachable and determined, whatever it takes. From Pilska, number 15, Danley Gamulao. Tirelessly running from court to court to get the basketball with her eagerness to win. From Adamson University, starting at guard number 5, Daphne Texon. She was able to deliver quality minutes during playoffs and wanting to keep her rhythm. From Adamson University, starting at forward number 6, Susay Avila. One of the hustle and will not give up no matter how it's tough. From Adamson University, starting at guard number 7, Freya Bernardo. Next up, she's a role player and trying her defensive prowess. From Far Eastern University, number 8, Jocelyn Cernal. Another dependable from backcourt who can run and gun, and she can also make a bucket tray. Also from Adamson University, number 28, Angel Ortega. Trying to keep her confidence and never get tired to stop her opponent. From the National University, number 20, Risa Paig. She is always focused to be on the winning column. A good defender and finisher. From FEU, number 18, Karen Columna. A silent operator in the paint. From Adamson University, number 17, Ana Buendia. Another persistent player with a strong will to conquer the game. From the National University, number 16, Christine Abraham. She is helping to the defensive end, aggressive and knuckle down to win. From San Sebastian College of Recoletos de Cavite, number 11, Rina Fe Garcia. A defensive board leader with the ability to take it strong to the bucket. UAAP 72 champion and finals MVP, number 10 at center, Ambi Almazan. A reliable and inflexible, and she's never running out of hustleness. From the University of the East at forward number 12, Cindy Resultay. Their head coach is Alvin Zuniga, assistant coach Diana Carandang. Ladies and gentlemen, the PSI Lady Air Defenders. Next up, they are steady and definitely determined with full forces, the Philippine Army Lady Battalion. First, she can put up a fire and definitive from Philippine College of Criminology, number 1, Corporal Kat Garcia. She has found her comfort zone and became a contributor from Adamson University at forward, number 09, Corporal Marites Cadian. Followed by a defensive stop from another unit, the pride of University of Mindanao, number 11, Sergeant Dory Sagaino. She is also completing the defensive end from Philippine Maritime Institute, number 28, Private First Class Josephine Lavalle. Her toughness makes them stronger from Far Eastern University at forward, number 6, Corporal Banji Soriano. Running coast to coast and ready to dive for loose balls from Lasal Lipa, number 18, Sergeant Mary Comeso. A dependable inside and out from Lasal Dasma, number 14, Corporal Dayan Helisan. She is a solid rock and confident who's trying to deny her opponent from Adamson University at center, number 20, Sergeant Gretchen Roque. Another aggressive player who can strike and shoot from long distance. FEU standout, number 16, Corporal Sok Borja. A Gilas Pilipinas women's member. She was instrumental in bringing about intensity, an assist leader from Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 30, Private First Class Jack Attack Kabinbin. She is also a member of Women's Gilas squad and defended the SEA Games gold, played a vital role in the semis, topping the steals and the 3 points made, number 7, Private First Class Janine Pontejos. Head coach for the Philippine Army Lady Battalion is the Technical Sergeant Jerry Gadong, Assistant Coaches Technical Sergeant Rosie Villarito and Corporal Yankee Bombeo. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine Army Lady Battalion. Now may we request everyone to please stand. Tumayo po tayong lahat at kung maaari sana, pakitanggal mo ng ating mga sombrero. Kindly remove your caps as we give respect to the team's hymn. First, they are gathered to sing the Philippine Air Force hymn, the Lady Defenders.
Strength
Now let's make a turn for the Lady Battalion for the Philippine Army hymn.
Sa oras na ako'y kinailangan, nakahandang ihadlang ang buhay. Tapat namin ay napatunayan sa gubat at larangan. Mindanao at Visayas man, sa Bataan, Korea ang Vietnam. Kalasag ng matatag na republika, ulot pawis ay di alintana, sa kasamay laking tiwala. Pag nakawal ay lakas ng bansa, kaya palaging maghanda. Sa katunggali makikibaka, pagkat mahal namin ang bandila. Lubog na lumulusog, kalasag ng matatag na republika. Ulot pawis ay di alintana, sa kasamay lang tiwala. Tatag ng kawal ay lakas ng bansa, kaya palaging maghanda. Sa katunggali makikibaka, pagkat mahal namin ang bandila.
Thank you very much, Philippine Army Lady Battalion. Please stay on your respective places. When we call in the VP for Basketball Operations and NBL Commissioner, Mr. John Edward Aquino, with NBL Pilipinas Executive Vice President, Ms. Rose Montreal, for the ceremonial toss. It's almost time for Game 1 of the Best of 3 WNBL 2022 Finals. Now may we request the starting five for both teams at the center court. Referees for this ball game are Michael Mesias, Rolando Francisco, and Jason Pinoso.
Welcome back to our coverage of the WNBL Finals. This is Game 1 of the Best of 3 semifinals or finals. And we meet the starting fives, Cabinbin, Ponteos, Roque, Soriano, and Gadian for the Lady Battalion. And on the other side, the Lady Air Defenders, Bernardo, Texon, Almazan, Avila, and Resultay. And again, this is Game 1 of the WNBL Finals. And again, this is a rematch of the 2019 Finals where PSI won over the Army-backed Taguig Lady Generals at the time. But this season, the Army, now carrying their own name as Janine Ponteos, looks to guide the Lady Battalion to their first ever WNBL Finals. The Lady Air Defenders again entering the finals on an 8-game winning streak. And they will look to continue that streak on their way to the championship against the Lady Battalion, who are out to have a Cinderella finish for this season. And again, we're about to begin this clash on a Friday afternoon here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gym, and we thank you for joining us live on Solar Sports as well as on our different platforms on Facebook, YouTube, and on Kumu. And again, this is a best of 3 affair. So the winner of this match will move 1 win away from a championship, and we are now underway here in Malolos, Bulacan. And the first possession goes to the Lady Air Defenders, who swept the PSI, or sorry, the Go for Gold Philippine Navy in the semifinals. Meanwhile, Bernardo at the left side, pass to Avila, shoots a 3-pointer, it's good. The first field goal of the game goes to the Air Force. We have Gadian with possession, pass to Kabinbin. Shot clock at 8. Kabinbin to the corner. Soriano, 4th tray. And we are tied at 3 here to start off game 1. Almazan to Bernardo against Kabinbin. Bernardo. They go to Avila from the key. Another 3 for Avila. And it's a 6-2 game. Correction on that earlier shot. Soriano only scoring on a long 2, so we are only a 4-point game here. Montejos to Roque on the foul line. No, she dishes it off. And the basket there by Chaka Binbin. 2-point lead for PSI. Air Force with the ball. Resultay at the key. Pass to Avila. Thinking 3, but she passes it inside. And the dish inside to Texon. And there's a turnover. A look at this 3 by Susay Avila. A straightaway 3. And a response. Kabinbin with a short stab. Kabinbin at left. They go to Roque. Roque from the foul line. Back to Kabinbin. 8 on the shot clock. Inside pass. Roque to Gadian from the free throw line. It's good. Gadian, who played a very big role in that victory over the Gig in game 3 of the semis. Scores on that jumper. We are tied at 6. Almazan fires, no good. She gets her own miss, but she loses the ball. Let's take a look at this shot by Marites Gadian from the free throw line. Kabinbin now at right. Hand up to Soriano. To Pontejos. At the key, screen by Gadian. Pontejos from the corner, takes the shot. Short. Rebound by Bernardo. Our score is tied at 6. 3 minutes gone by in the first. Bernardo shoots a 3. And that's good. And another 3 for PSI. And now it's 9-6 in favor of the Air Force. And we have a foul. Another look at this 3-pointer, this time from Priya Bernardo. All of the field goals of the Lady Air Defenders coming from the outside. Kabinbin takes a 3, too strong, and we have a foul away from the ball. A loose ball foul. Foul on Roque. That's her first. A look at the play earlier. And the battle inside between Roque and Resultay. 3-point lead for the Lady Air Defenders. PSI eyeing for their second WNBL crown. And a turnover for the Lady Air Defenders. Army down by 3. Look at the shooting percentage here. 100% from the outside for the Lady Air defenders to start off this game. Gadyan inside, met by the double. To the corner, Pontejos for 3. And that's the first 3 of the game for the Philippine Army. Janine Pontejos draining it from the corner. We are tied at 9. Texon, pass to Resultay. Bernardo being guarded by Cabinbin. At the left wing, to Avila. 8 to shoot. Avila, pass to Almazan, loses the ball momentarily. Texon, 3 on the shot clock, throws it up, short. Rebound by Soriano. Cabinbin now with the ball. On the attack, pass to the left wing. Pontejos, short on the 3. Rebound by Gadyan. Chance for Army. Cabinbin from the free throw line, bounce pass to Roque. 6 on the shot clock. Roque against Almazan. Loose ball picked up by Avila. Bernardo at left. And a traveling violation. 4-3 of Bernardo. We are halfway into the first quarter of game 1. We are still tied at 9. Cabinbin to Gadyan. Hand off to Pontejos. Shoots a 3-pointer. No good. Who gets the rebound? It's Pontejos getting her own miss. Cabinbin inside pass. Soriano for 2. Nice dish there by Chuck Cabinbin. And Soriano scores. 4 points now for Banji Soriano. Bernardo against Soriano. And a double dribble. So nice defense there from Banji Soriano, forcing a turnover on Avila. As we see Karen Columna entering the game for the first time for the Lady Air defenders. Cabinbin calling a play. It's a short play. Bounce pass to Roque. Hand up to Pontejos. Pontejos already hit a 3 earlier. Pontejos looking to escape the defense, and a block there by Bernardo. And now PSI with possession. Bernardo. They go to Resultay at the key against Roque. Inside, Almazan, short stop for 2. And Ambi Almazan ties the game at 11. Cabinbin dumps it to Roque. Roque inside, wild shot, but there's a foul. Let's take a look at this move inside by Ambi Almazan. And Almazan, she will be a key in this series. As we have Gretchen Roque shooting 2 free throws. Roque, a product of Adamson. And Roque misses on the first free throw. And that's Technical Sergeant, Coach Jerry Gadong on your screen. And Roque with the miss. We are still tied at 11. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first. Almazan to Bernardo. Shoots a 3-pointer. In and out. Rebound by Soriano and a steal by Bernardo, and she scores. And Bernardo with a steal in the bucket. PSI back on top. And we have a foul. As we take a look at this miss by Bernardo, but Bernardo not giving up on the play, anticipating that move by Soriano. And Bernardo completes the layup. Garcia now in the game for the Army. Second violation. So far, both teams a bit sluggish to start game 1. Ortega Bounce pass to Resultay. Against Roque. Resultay, one of the leading scorers this season. Resultay drives, pass to Columna. From the corner, too strong. And now Kabinbin, outlet to Ponteos, all alone, and she scores the layup. We are tied once again at 13. Columna, the pass to Abraham. Open lane, takes the jumper, good. And Christine Abraham with that jumper. 2-point lead for the Lady Air defenders. Kabinbin against Ortega. Pass to Garcia. Takes a three. No good. Rebound by Bernardo. Bernardo crosses the timeline. Escapes Soriano. Bernardo attacks. Missing the layup. Rebound by the Army. Kabinbin against Columna. Kabinbin drives to the baseline. Nando Garcia. Another pass to Soriano. Soriano with a miss. But there's a foul. So we will have 2 free throws on Vanji Soriano. Bernardo called for the foul. A look at this passing by the Lady Battalion. And Bernardo called for the foul. So a warning on Freya Bernardo for that reaction. Resentment to a call. Soriano hits the first. Soriano now with 5 as you see Sok Bora now in the game replacing Chaka Binbin. Soriano averaging 9.6 points this season. She makes the free throw. And we are tied at 15 once again. Columna at the key, pass to Ortega. Ortega dumps it to Abraham, almost losing the leather. And Army completes the steal, the outlet pass. Roque, and she scores. And Gretchen Roque, off that pass by Janine Ponteos, scores on the breakaway layup. And the Army now with a 2-point lead. Another look at this basket by Gretchen Roque. Her first 2 in the game. Another look at the fast break. We will take a break. Her score, the Army up by 2. Back to the ball game here in game 1 of the WNBL finals between the Lady Battalion and the Lady Air Defenders. And so far the Army holding a 2-point lead in this close encounter here in the first quarter. I'm Ruben Terrado live here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium for game 1 of the finals. Later on, it will be the NBL finals between the Pampanga Delta against the home team, the Bulacan DF Republicans. But at the moment, this is the WNBL finals as we see Resultay short on the 3, rebound by Roque. And Roque being pressured, Bora deflected by Columna. Loose ball, picked up by Pontejos. And it's an 8-second violation for the Army. .4 seconds left in the first quarter. As you see, Ana Buendia now in the game for the Lady Air Defenders. PSI again with possession. Resultay against Roque. Resultay still with the ball, shoots a three-pointer. Top shot, in and out, rebound by Borja. Ponteos pushing it against Columna, crossover, takes the shot, and it goes in. And Janine Ponteos drains another three. It's a 5-point game now for the Lady Battalion, and a steal by Army. Nice passing, Bora with a miss. And Buendia with the rebound. Abraham, she has numbers, takes the shot short, rebound by Garcia. Ponteos now at the right side, steps back, takes a three, too strong. 5 seconds left in the first period. Garcia finds Borja, pass. Garcia at the buzzer, and that's short. And that ends the first quarter. And after 10 minutes of play, we have the Army on top. Avila with this three, a hot start for the PSI Lady Air Defenders. But Chaka Binbin and the rest of the Lady Battalion taking control of this game, at least at the end of the first period. Janine Ponteos scoring in this layup. 8 points for Janine Ponteos. The Army up by 5. Second quarter when we come back. Welcome back to the final battle. The Army facing the Lady Air Defenders of PSI here in Game 1 of the Best of 3 WNBL Finals. I'm Ruben Terrado live here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. And second quarter now underway. 5-point lead for the Lady Battalion. Buendia deflected by Gadian. Nice defense there by Gadian. Bora back to Helisan from the corner. She gets her own miss. She misses that shot. Offensive rebound once again by the Army. And the pass inside, too strong for Helisan. Bernardo calling a play, pass to Columna against Soriano. They go to Almazan. Bernardo drives to the baseline, missing the layup. Rebound by Elisan. Wild pass and a steal by Columna. They go to Bernardo, fakes. Dumps it to Almazan. Nice move by Ambi Almazan. She scores and a foul. And Ambi Almazan with an excellent fake. Nice move inside by Ambi Almazan. Let's take another look. Almazan with the fake. And Almazan with the basket. She draws a foul. And she will shoot a bonus. And Almazan hits the free throw. Lead is down to 2. 1 minute gone by in the second. Garcia to Soriano. Soriano to Bora from the corner. Too strong. Rebound by Bernardo. Bernardo pushing it. Dish to Buendia. Shoots a three-pointer. Too strong. Rebound by Almazan. And Almazan with a miss. Another try for Ambi. Buendia. Dish inside. Abraham. Tough shot. No good. And another opportunity for PSI as Soriano steps out of bounds. But you can see the effort of PSI. And again, Ambi Almazan right there to control the boards. And we have a foul. A push by Helisan. Second foul on Helisan. As we have Resultay back in the game for the Air Force. And looking at the first quarter numbers, the Army shooting 44.4% from the field. PSI with 40%. And again, the Army out-rebounding PSI 11-8. And what a move there by Karen Columna. Scores on that tough layup. And we are tied at 20. And a backcourt violation for the Lady Battalion. And let's take a look at this move by Karen Columna. Again, Sok Borja. And shoots over Vanji Soriano. Meanwhile, we have a timeout. We will come back. We welcome you live on Solar Sports for the continuing coverage of the WNBL. A look at the fans here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. As the military teams, their fans have come out to support their respective squads. The Army facing the Air Force for the championship here in the 2022 WNBL season. Bernardo at left, inside to Resultay. She fakes against Gadian. And deflection there by Gadian. Nice stop once again for Marites Gadian. And the pass, perfect pass. And Marites Gadian with the basket. And the assist there by Kat Garcia. Meanwhile, Elisan almost forcing a turnover. The Army now up by 2 after that shot by Gadian. As we have Brechi Roque back in the game for the Lady Battalion. And Army putting on a pressure here. And Bora almost deflecting the ball. And an 8-second violation on the Lady Air defenders. Excellent defense again by the Lady Battalion. As we have Kabinbin back in the game replacing Borja. Soriano will trigger it in. The Lady Battalion up by 2. Kabinbin against Almazan. No look pass inside. Soriano with the basket. And Soriano, another recipient of an assist from the guards of the Lady Battalion. She now has 8 points. And slowly, the Army increasing the lead. Another look at this play. The no-look pass and the finish by Vanji Soriano. Resultay to Bernardo at right against Kabinbin. We have a foul away from the ball. The foul on Janine Pontejos. As we have Avila back in the game for the Lady Air defenders. Resultay, the inbounder. Bernardo to the left side. Columna shoots a 3. Short. And she gets her own miss. Loose ball, however, picked up by Pontejos. And we have a jump. And PSI looking to grab that ball and take the possession away from Pontejos. But we will have a jump ball. 4-point lead for the Lady Battalion here in Game 1 of the WNBL Finals. And the jump between Pontejos and Resultay. And the tap goes to Kabinbin. Pass too strong for Roque. And a turnover for the Lady Battalion. Bernardo crosses the timeline for the Lady Air Defenders. Almazan at the left corner. Bernardo against Kabinbin. Dumps it at the post. Almazan fakes. Spin move by Almazan, missing the layup. Rebound by Pontejos. And Pontejos now pushing the ball. Inside to Soriano. Kick out to Pontejos, way off. And the ball will remain with the Lady Battalion. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second period. The Lady Battalion up by 4. Kabinbin against Avila. Drives inside. Sidestep move. Top move there by Kabinbin. And the possession stays with the Lady Battalion, but only 3.3 seconds left on the shot clock. Francis Soriano, the inbounder. Deflected by Bernardo. So Soriano will once again trigger it in. She finds Pontejos. Tough three. And there's a foul. Columna called for the foul. And Coach Alvin Zuniga contesting the call. Another look at this move. And our referee is calling a foul with the shot clock winding down. 3 free throws for Janine Pontejos. Pontejos with 8 in the game. Make it 9 as she converts on the free throw. Pontejos from Centro Escolar University. A member of the Gilas Pilipinas women squad that won the gold in the Southeast Asian Games in Hanoi. And let's take another look at the call. So Pontejos only draining a free throw. 5-point lead for the Army. PSI still scoreless in the second period. And a steal by Pontejos. Pontejos crosses the timeline. Passes to Kabinbin. Kabinbin drives inside. And a dish. A last minute pass to Gadian, but Gadian turns the ball over. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period here in Game 1 of the WNBL Finals. A best-of-3 affair. Bernardo against Kabinbin. Pass to Texon. Guarded by Soriano. Avila, pass. Bernardo inside to Resultay. We have a foul. Foul on Marites Gadian. As we take a look at Assistant Coach Diana Carandang of the PSI Lady Air Defenders. Avila falls down. And a reach-in foul on Janine Pontejos. Second foul on Janine Pontejos. And the Lady Battalion nearing penalty. 5 team fouls already for the Lady Battalion. 5-point lead. Resultay with a top 3. And she drains it. Lead is down to 2. Kabinbin almost losing the ball. And Kabinbin falls down, and that's a backward violation. And Coach Jerry Gandong arguing that it was deflected by a PSI player. As we take a look at this three by Cindy Resultay off the back of a Army player. As a timeout has been requested by the Lady Battalion, we will take a short break. Back to the ball game as we take a look at Cindy Resultay. And Resultay has been a key player for the PSI Lady Air Defenders. This is her first three of the game. And ball off the back of Marites Gadian to drain that three-pointer. And now back to the game. We have Bernardo with possession. Resultay shoots a three-pointer. That's good! And Cindy Resultay back-to-back threes. And the Lady Air Defenders back on top as Ponteo scores to regain the lead for the Lady Battalion. Meanwhile, Bernardo almost turning the ball over. Resultay against Soriano. Resultay, bounce pass. And the pass intercepted by Gretchen Roque. Kabinbin, crossover move. Kabinbin, bounce pass. Roque inside. Roque misses. And the rebound by Resultay, and she draws a foul. Foul is on Roque, and the Lady Battalion now with penalty, so 2 free throws for PSI. Meanwhile, Janine Pontejos, highlights so far in this game 1. Pontejos with that running shot. And again, Pontejos will be the focus of the defense of the PSI Lady Air Defenders in this series. Again, Pontejos averaging 22 points per game for the Lady Battalion as Resultay drains the free throw. We are tied at 27 as Lavalle now enters the game for the Lady Battalion. Resultay already with 7 points. She has 2 triples in the game. And Resultay missing the free throw, but we have a lane violation. So a substitute free throw for Cindy Resultay. Resultay, a product of University of the East, a former member of the national team. And Resultay makes it. 28-27 is our count. The Lady Air Defenders with a slim 1-point lead. Lavalle looking for a teammate, handoff to Soriano. Pass to Pontejos. Pontejos at the foul line, to the corner. Kabinbin, sidestep move. No good on the shot. Soriano gets the loose ball. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Kabinbin fakes. Kabinbin at the buzzer. And Chaka Kabinbin scores. The Lady Battalion back on top as we see Resultay missing the layup. And there's a flagrant foul, I believe. Our referees will take a look at the play. So the call can be downgraded here as the referees will take a look at that play. Let's watch this. And Resultay falling down. And the initial call is a flagrant foul, but they can reverse that one. And that's just a common foul on Gretchen Roque. So a push on Gretchen Roque. 2 free throws for Cindy Resultay. Cindy Resultay leading the Lady Air defenders with 8 points. Resultay. And she makes the first free throw. We are tied at 29 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. And Resultay drains the free throw. PSI back in front. Abinbin calls a shirt play. Lavalle at the key. Hand off to Pontejos. Pontejos still with the ball. Crossover move against Almazan. Soriano, the long two, short. Who gets the rebound? It's Gretchen Roque. Roque, baseline drive. Roque off the glass for 2. And Roque with 4 points. Army back on top. And Roque almost getting the steal. Ball will remain with the Air Force. And Kat Garcia on your screen. Back in the game as we take a look at this move by Gretchen Roque over 2 defenders to score the bank shot. Avila inside to Almazan. Almazan at the post. And the move by Almazan. She falls down over Garcia. And the call is an offensive foul on Ambi Almazan. Second foul on Ambi Almazan. Let's take another look. Almazan against Garcia. And using the shoulder is Ambi Almazan. Conteos now at right. Army with possession. Army up by 1. They go to Ponteos from the corner. 4th tray. And Janine Ponteos with 14 in the game. And the Army now up by 4 points. Abraham, pass to Bernardo. To the post. Nice cut by Resultay, and Resultay finishes. Nice pass there by Ambi Almazan. Garcia, spin move, falls down, and a traveling violation. Let's watch this play of a series of screens. Janine Ponteos drains the 3. And nice pass there by Ambi Almazan to Resultay for the layup. Again, a 2-point lead for the Lady Battalion. Army, the 4th seeded team entering the playoffs. As Coach Alvin Zuniga slapped with a technical foul. And Ponteos will shoot the technical free throw. And Coach Zuniga has been arguing a few of the calls. As we have Ponteos draining the free throw. Lead is now at 3 for the Lady Battalion. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second period. Resultay to Abraham. Abraham at the key. Pass to Resultay. Resultay still with the ball. Pass to Abraham from the foul line. Takes the shot. Off to the left. Loose ball picked up by Soriano. Soriano now being pressured by 2 defenders. And now Garcia up ahead to Ponteos from the corner. The 2-pointer, too strong. And the rebound grabbed by Ambi Almazan. Bernardo with a play. Pass to Resultay. Dish to Ambi Almazan from the right corner. They go inside to Resultay and we have a reach-in foul. And this will mean 2 free throws for Cindy Resultay as the Army now in penalty. 2 free throws for Cindy Resultay, who now has 12 in the game. And Resultay missing the free throw. A look at the spectators here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. And a good-sized crowd for a Friday afternoon match as we see Resultay draining the free throw. Lead is down to 2 for the Lady Battalion. Contejos to Cabinbin. Guarded by Avila. Pass, Garcia, long 2, too strong. Rebound by Garcia. Inside pass. Stolen away by the Lady Air defenders. Resultay. And a miscommunication between Abriam and Resultay. And now off to the races is the Army and Soriano with a finish. 4-point lead for the Lady Battalion. Under a minute left in the second quarter of Game 1 of the WNBL Finals. Resultay to Abriam against Lavalle. Bernardo guarded by Cabinbin. 9 on the shot clock. Bernardo screen by Abriam. Bernardo still with the ball. Pass deflected by Cabinbin. Cabinbin on the attack and she scores the layup. Lead is now at 6. 24 seconds left in the first half. PSI down. They entered this game on an 8-game winning streak. Almazan inside. And Almazan will shoot 2 free throws. And that Gatorade Fast Break was brought to you by Gatorade. Nothing beats Gatorade. And Cabinbin with the layup. 6 points for Chuck Cabinbin. All alone for this fast break play. Meanwhile, Almazan sinks the first free throw. Almazan with 6 points and 4 rebounds. A spike now in the game, replacing Fria Bernardo. Looks like she's favoring her right knee. And Almazan makes the second. The Lady Battalion up by 4. Last shot time for the Army. Cabinbin bounce pass. And miscommunication there by Contejos and Lavalle. 4.9 seconds left in the second period. A chance here for PSI. Resultay. Pass to Almazan at the buzzer. And that ends the first half of Game 1. Janine Ponteos leading the way so far for the Army with 15 points. As we see the highlights of the first half for Janine Ponteos, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 of 7 from the perimeter. Ponteos showing the way so far for the Lady Battalion. They are up by 4 points at the half. And we will discuss the first half when we come back. The Army up by 4.
WNBL, 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 WNBL. Uwan ng bayan, kababaihan at ang lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL.
Five straight points for Air Force. Columna scores and a foul. Karen Columna with a nice move inside, putting on the moves against Josephine Ong. Karen Columna with a fadeaway shot.
Uwan ng bayan, kababaihan at ang lumaban. WNBL, WNBL.
Ong with the ball against Del Carmen. Ong with a drive. Ong, dipsy-do, and 1. Josephine Ong hangs in the air to score that layup. Ong escapes Del Carmen, and look at that. Josephine Ong with that difficult layup.
Oh, what a crossover there by Del Carmen. Del Carmen is good! Again, crossover move by Del Carmen, producing a basket, leaving the defender behind.
Ong with 10 on the shot clock. Ong Still with the basketball. Ong, pass to Joey Mora. Touch pass. Mendoza open. And she scores! What a play by the Philippine Navy. Go for gold, another look. Easy 2 points for Janelle Mendoza and
Wnbl, Wnbl,
Kalisha the inbounder. Siat takes the free throw jumper. Good! April Siat converts! April Siat giving Taguig the victory.
Tuwan na bayan ka, babae na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, Wnbl, Wnbl. Ito ang liga na bayan, tunay na liga na kababaihan.
Yeah, handa nang makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharap.
Baka na-atake. Nice move. Saldua hangs in the air. Gets the layup to go. Pero ito si Saldua kanina. Sumabit pa sa ere. Gets that layup to go.
Namalatayan kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukuha.
Finds a way to get it to Gilberto. What a pass by Dan Natividad. And this was a great pass by Natividad, threading the needle to get that pass to Gilberto for an easy layup.
Buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay sa daang matira.
Barons now with the steal, and the fast break opportunity completed, courtesy of an alley-oop. And Kalusin with the finish. Barons up by 3.
Alaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown.
Topping Lagrama against Jonathan Lontok there. Whoa, what an escape move by Lagrama. And one opportunity for Topping Lagrama, and there was a foul called. Topping Lagrama escaping the defense, eluding his opponent.
Ay ba, pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay kamay
Tolentino drives. What a shot by Tolentino! Alves couldn't do anything on that because Tolentino was able to move it away.
Buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay sa daang matira matibay ang kailangan.
Sa Operio now attacking Santos. What a spin move by Operio! When Operio, the spin cycle, gets that layup over Rivadavia.
Sa tapang sa bawat laban. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Handang makipagsabayan.
Dancing right now against Sampang. Woo, look at that crossover! Lagrama through the corner. Viñas for 3. Drains that 3! Play of the day right now for Lagrama. Lagrama just dancing with Sampang. Takes the contact, then crossover, whoop! Gets it to Viñas, and Viñas isn't the highlight if you don't make that shot. Gets it to go.
Sa'y tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat ang bituin ay sukitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay sa daang matira matibay.
Albios playing his first game in the NBL. Albios drop-off pass. De Leon with a slam! Matt De Leon! Albios with a drop pass to Matt De Leon with that one-hand slam. Another look. Attracting the defense of Rivadavia.
Aanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan.
Take the lead and win this game. Garcia drives. Garcia. Yes! MJ Garcia gives Pampanga Delta a 1-point lead He challenged Alves for that basket. And Jay Garcia is the man.
Wnbl, W. Wnbl, Wnbl, Wnbl. Wnbl, Wnbl. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Uwantigan na bayan, kababayan na tayo lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Uwantigan na bayan, kababayan na tayo lumaban. WNBL, WNBL, WNBL.
Look at their numbers, 10.8 points per game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds as well for the Gilas Pilipinas point guard. And she has been making the difference in this game. A steal by Pontejos, and Pontejos lays it in. And off the turnover, Pontejos scores. The lead is now at 10. This is the largest lead of the game for the Army. Again, PSI on an 8-game winning streak, but now they are down by 10. Ortega passes to Bernardo, and Almazan missing the short stab. And Roque corrals the board. And now Roque running. Pass to Cabinbin. Cabinbin to the corner. Pontejos shoots a three-pointer. That's good! And Janine Pontejos on fire. Another three for Janine Pontejos. And now the lead is at 13. PSI has yet to score in the third. And now inside Ortega, blocked by Gadian. And Pontejos gets the board. Cabinbin on the run. Cabinbin on the break. Nice fake. And a miss by Chuck Cabinbin. And now Resultay. Bounce pass inside. Ortega for two. And Angel Ortega, that's the first two of the quarter for the Lady Air defenders. Cabinbin now with the ball. Prior to that basket, 9 unanswered points for the Lady Battalion. Gadian, long two. No, that's the pass to Roque inside, deflected by Ortega. And now Almazan. And Ortega not looking. Almost a turnover for PSI. Resultay missing the three. Rebound by Cabinbin. Cabinbin, pass. Pontejos takes another three-pointer. This time it's short. Rebound by Resultay. Pontejos now with 22 points in the game. Columna, too strong on the three. Columna with only 2 points in the game. And now Cabinbin. Now at the left side, the Army point guard with the ball. Bounce pass. That's Pontejos missing the short stab. Pontejos down on the floor. And we have a loose ball foul. Roque with a foul as Pontejos down on the floor. As Avila returns to the match for the Lady Air defenders. Pontejos now up as we take a look at this pass. Everything but the basket for Janine Pontejos. Pontejos falls down on the floor. Again, Pontejos with 22 points in the game. We have Bernardo at the key. PSI down by 11 points. Resulta, inside pass. Almazan, too strong on the shot. And now Garcia, long lead pass to Pontejos. Pontejos steps back at the corner, missing the shot. Garcia with the offensive board. Garcia to Cabinbin, and they will set things up. Cabinbin at right. Drives to the lane. Drop pass to Gadian, losing the ball. One on the shot clock. An air ball by Pontejos, and we have a 24-second shot clock violation. Turnover for the Lady Battalion. Army up by 11 points with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the third. Janine Pontejos with 22 points in the game. PSI looking to answer. Only 2 points thus far for PSI in the quarter. And that ball will stay with PSI. 10 on the shot clock for the Air Force. Bernardo will trigger it in. Columna drives to the lane, deflected by Cabinbin. And now another fast break chance. Ponteos all alone, and she scores. Ponteos with another layup off a steal. And Ponteos all smiles as we take another look of another turnover. Ponteos scores on this layup. Ponteos now with 24 points in the game. And look at the defense by Chaka Binbin, leading to another basket for Janine Ponteos. And the Lady Battalion with a 13-point lead here. As we see Karen Columna. Looks like she is hurt right now. I'm not sure what happened on the previous play. And she is being assisted by Texon. But thus far, PSI trailing by 13. This is bad news for PSI, as Columna, one of the leading scorers of PSI, seems to be injured. Columna has struggled so far in this game. Only 2 points for her. PSI now with the ball. They are down by 13. Bernardo against Cabinbin. Bernardo still with the ball. Pass to Resultay. They go to the corner. Avila shoots a three-pointer. Too strong. Ponteos with the rebound. Garcia, the outlet to Cabinbin. Another fast break chance. And Gadian missing on the short stab. Almazan now on the run. Another turnover, but Resultay able to request for a timeout after a loose ball. So we will take a break and come back in a moment. Welcome back as we look at history here in the WNBL, as the PSI Lady Air Defenders faced the then Taguig Army Lady Generals in the finals of the 2019 WNBL season. And PSI, the first champion of the WNBL, and of course the PSI Lady Air Defenders looking to repeat as champions. But so far, PSI is trailing by 13 points here in the third with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the quarter, thanks to Janine Ponteos' play. 24 points for Janine Ponteos. Chaka Binbin also instrumental with 9 assists in the contest. Thus far, PSI only 2 points in the third. Can they answer? Resultay at the post against Garcia. Resultay missing on a short stab. And another deflection for Army results into a turnover. Ponteos, she attacks. The running shot, good! Janine Ponteos with another basket. 26 points for Janine Ponteos. Texon at right to Resultay. Against Garcia, Resultay outside. Avila up the glass for 3. And a much needed basket for the Lady Air Defenders. They are down by 12. Cabinbin guarded by Texon. Screen by Soriano. Cabinbin now at the left side. Looking for Ponteos. Finds Soriano to the corner. Garcia shoots a three-pointer. Air ball. And the loose ball picked up by PSI. Texon met by the double. Ponteos looking to steal the ball away, and we have a jump. So it's going to be Ponteos against Ortega, I believe. As we have Borja now re-entering the game for the Lady Battalion. Elisan also in the game for the Army. So it's Ponteos against Texon. PSI has only scored 4 points in the third quarter. Compare that to 13 for the Lady Battalion. And a tap won by the Lady Battalion. Borja now in the game for the Lady Battalion, being guarded by Avila. Screen by Soriano. Borja, bounce pass to the corner. Gadian. No good on that shot from the corner. And now Bernardo. Pass. Resultay. And she finishes. Cindy Resultay with 15. Lead down to 10. Bora to Pontejos against Texon. Pontejos crossover move. She drives inside. Over Resultay. She misses. And we have a loose ball foul on the Lady Battalion. As we take a look at this basket by Cindy Resultay to cut the lead to 10 points. And Resultay on your screen. So far Resultay with 13 points, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. As Ponteos gets a rest with only 2 minutes left in the third. Bernardo, pass to Resultay. They go to the right side. Avila, too strong. The offensive rebound by Bernardo. Finds Avila, deflected by Soriano. Another defensive gem for the Lady Battalion. Borja, double team, pass to Soriano. Inside, Garcia fakes. Outside, Borja. Another pass, Soriano. To the corner, Comeso. Way off. Ball will remain with the Lady Battalion. 8 on the shot clock for the Lady Battalion as the Army requests for a timeout. Back to the ball game. Here in game 1, as we take a look at Chaka Binbin's highlights so far in game 1. Kabinbin all over the floor, playing very well on offense as well as on defense. As the Army point guard looking to guide the Army to a game 1 victory over the PSI Lady Air Defenders. And Chaka Binbin, the numbers, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists for Chaka Binbin. 3 steals as well for the Army point guard. Soriano now trigger it in. Looking for a teammate. Finds Borja. Back to Soriano. Soriano, baseline drive. Takes the shot. It's good. Banji Soriano with the basket. Lead back at 12. Inside to Buendia, deflected by Garcia. And now Bernardo inside. And she will head to the line for 2 free throws. Foul on Comeso. First foul on Comeso. As we see Fria Bernardo shooting 2 free throws. 1 minute left in the third. Bernardo now at the foul line. Makes the first free throw. Assistant coach Diana Carandang on your screen for the PSI Lady Air Defenders. Bernardo with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Bernardo sinks the free throw. Lady Air Defenders down by 10. Garcia with the ball. Cabinbin and Ponteos on the bench, resting here in the final moments of the third. 5 on the shot clock. Borja looking for a teammate. Pass to Soriano. Shoots a three-pointer. That's good! And Vandy Soriano for 3. Soriano with 15 in the game. And the lead is at 13. Buendia looking to answer. And she draws a foul. Buendia will head to the line as we take a look at this pass by Bora and a three-pointer by Vanji Soriano. Soriano with that 3 to extend the lead as Buendia sinks the first free throw. Soriano draining her first 3 of the game on the previous possession. Buendia hits the second. A look at the fans of the Philippine Air Force Air Defenders. Almazan picking up the miss. Buendia, another try and she scores. And now the lead is at 9. A steal by PSI. And Almazan with a putback. And now look at this. A comeback attempt, but Helisan scores on the fast break. 12 seconds left in the third. The Lady Air Defenders with momentum here. Bernardo Avila with 5 on the game clock. Bernardo at the key. She drives. Pass to the corner. Three-pointer by Texon. A miss. And that ends the third quarter. And at the end of the third, we have a 9-point lead for the Army. A look at the fans inside the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium in anticipation of our next game. It will be game 1 of the NBL President's Cup Finals between the home team, the Bulacan Republicans, against the Pampanga Delta. That's coming up later on. It will be also shown live on Solar Sports as well as on Facebook, YouTube, and Kumu. But our focus right now is the WNBL Finals with the Philippine Air Force Lady Air Defenders looking to come back. They are down by 9 against the Lady Battalion. And now the fourth quarter underway. Again, PSI on an 8-game winning streak. Their last defeat was last March 20 in a 68-67 loss to the Go for Gold Philippine Navy. And the Army looking to pull off a win against PSI. Their first loss after more than 3 months, as we see a miss by Kat Garcia. And we have a loose ball foul on the Lady Battalion. Follows on Brechi Roque to start off this fourth quarter. Roque already with 5 fouls. And now PSI looking to cut the lead. Buendia to Resultay. Bernardo being bothered by Garcia. Back to Resultay. Inside pass to Almazan. Triple team inside. And we have a foul on the Army. And you can see the defense of Army going to Ambi Almazan. They know that she is a dangerous threat inside. Soriano returns for the Lady Battalion. Roque back on the bench with 5 fouls. Bernardo. And a 3 as we look at the turnover numbers. 23 for the Lady Air defenders. So that's big. That 3 by Bernardo also huge for the Lady Air defenders. The lead is down to 6. Kabinbin back in the game for the Army. Kabinbin drives. Spin move by Kabinbin. Met by the double and a steal by the PSI Lady Air defenders. Bernardo against Soriano. Resultay looking for Almazan inside. They go instead to Avila. Bernardo at the key finds Buendia from the right side. Missing on the 3. Rebound by Almazan. Loses the ball. And now Kabinbin with possession. And Kabinbin drives. Inside, Soriano, blocked by Buendia, and you have a foul. And we can see Cindy Resultay at center court. Looks like she's having cramps here. And we have an official's timeout. Resultay looks like she is cramping up. Let's see what happened here. Almazan losing the ball. And then as Resultay came back to the front court, and all of a sudden, she suffered from cramps, I believe. And this is the foul by Ana Buendia on the ensuing possession. So this will be big. Resultay on the bench. As we see Soriano now shooting 2 free throws. Soriano hits the first. And again, Resultay on the bench as you see the points of turnovers. The Lady Battalion pouncing on those errors by the Lady Air defenders. 31 points of turnovers. Soriano makes the free throw. The lead is at 8. The leading scorer of PSI, Cindy Resultay, on the bench with cramps. And let's see if she will return to this game. An all-important game 1 for both teams here in the finals. Bernardo shoots a 3, way off. Columna with the board. Avila with the first shot. And now the Army on the attack. Conteos almost losing the leather. Bounce pass, Kabinbin. And the deflection by Fria Bernardo. Turnover for the Lady Battalion. Almazan now brings the ball to their front court. Bernardo back to Almazan, fakes. Almazan drives, spin move by Almazan, losing the leather. Kabinbin now, 2-on-1 break. Kabinbin with a layup. And Cha Kabinbin scores. Kabinbin with 8 points. The lead is back at 10. Columna now, pass to Avila. Bernardo against Kabinbin, pass to Almazan, almost losing the ball. Pass to Columna. Columna with the ball. Over now to Almazan. She drives inside. Almazan with the conversion. Almazan with 11. Conteos with the ball. They will set it up. Kabinbin against Avila. Kabinbin drives to the lane. Pass to Soriano. 3-pointer, no good. Long rebound goes to Gadian. Fresh shot clock for the Army. Kabinbin at left. Kabinbin with the ball. Kabinbin drives to the lane, takes a pass, now takes the shot and she scores. And Kabinbin now with 10. A double-double for Cha Kabinbin. 10 points, 10 assists. Buendia shoots a 3-pointer. Off to the left. Who gets the rebound? We have a loose ball foul on the Lady Battalion. Look at this move by Cha Kabinbin. Fakes the pass and takes the shot. And again, Cha Kabinbin. A double-double for her. 10 points, 10 assists. As Cindy Resultay back in the game for PSI. And that's a welcome development for the Lady Air defenders. They need the offense of Cindy Resultay in this crucial moment of game 1. Resultay inside, and she draws a foul. Foul on Sok Borja. She will have 2 free throws for Cindy Resultay. And Resultay with 15 points. Resultay at the line, makes the first free throw. Resultay averaging 18 points for the season. Resultay, second free throw, it's in. 8-point lead for the Lady Battalion. And we have a delay of game warning on Wnbl Mazan. Kabinbin now with the ball. Long pass to Garcia. Spin move by Kat Garcia. And she scores. Nice move inside for Kat Garcia. The lead is back to 10. They go inside to Resultay. Against Garcia. Resultay met by the double. And Resultay suffering from cramps once again. And Resultay requests for a timeout after she cramped up. As we take a look at this move by Kat Garcia, the spin and the basket by Kat Garcia. We will have a timeout. We will take a break and come back shortly. Welcome back to the Game 1 of the WNBL Finals. A look at the highlights of Cindy Resultay in Game 1. Resultay with that trick play, scoring on the three-pointer. Another three for Cindy Resultay from the key. And a fast break by Cindy Resultay to complete the finish. But so far, there's a concern as Resultay with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. But she has been cramping up in this game. Resultay now back in the game. Despite that cramp, as she forced a timeout. Meanwhile, we have Columna shooting a three-pointer. Off to the back rim. Meanwhile, Army now with the ball. Kabinbin with the Army up by 10. Kabinbin finds Ponteo, shoots a three-pointer. Off the back rim, rebound by Almazan. Bernard now with the ball. And a deflection by Janine Pontejos. 5 minutes and 26 seconds left in Game 1. The Lady Battalion, the 4th seed entering the playoffs, looking for another huge win. Again, they stunned the Taguig Lady Generals, the top seed in the semis, as we see a miss by Columna. And PSI regains possession and another foul drawn by Cindy Resultay. And now Cindy Resultay playing with all heart, as she has been suffering from cramps here in the 4th quarter. And now Resultay will shoot 2 free throws. Resultay with 17 points, make that 18. As we have Soriano now entering the game once again, replacing Sok Borja. Resultay takes the free throw. She makes it. Lead is at 8 for the Army. Kabinbin guarded by Almazan. She escapes the defense. Kabinbin still with the ball. Ponteos at right. Back to Kabinbin. Guarded by Columna. Kabinbin crossover move. She drives. She fakes. Looks for a teammate. Pass to Garcia. Inside pass. Soriano. The short jumper is good. A nice ball movement there by the Lady Battalion. The lead is at 10. Bernardo. Buendia at the key against Soriano. Bounce pass to Resultay. And a bad pass by Resultay. Turnover on the part of the Lady Air defenders. As Gretchen Roque back in the game despite nursing 5 fouls, replacing Marites Gadian. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in game 1. Army looking for a 1-0 lead as we have a steal here by Resultay, and Resultay scores. And you can see Cindy Resultay limping. And we have a foul on the Lady Air defenders. Let's take a look at this fast break play by Cindy Resultay. Even with that cramp, Resultay scores on the fast break. Lead down to 8 for the Lady Battalion. Cabinbin shoots a 3. Too strong. Rebound by Pontejos. And the follow-up by Janine Pontejos. And the lead back to 10. Bernardo calling a shirt. Bendia against Soriano. To Almazan. Back to Bernardo. Resultay at the post against Garcia. Resultay double team. Pass to Columna. Shoots a 3-pointer. And that's in and out. And Buendia tried to chase the ball. And possession goes to the Lady Battalion. As we have Susay Avila returning to the match. Army looking to extend this 10-point lead here in Game 1. Game 2 will be held on Sunday at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. Cabinbin attacks. Cabinbin over Almazan. She scores! And Jack Cabinbin extends the lead to 12 points. Cabinbin driving inside, escaping the defense of Avila and shoots over Ambi Almazan for the deuce. Another look as the PSI Lady Air defenders with a timeout. Welcome back to the WNBL on Solar Sports, and one of the unsung heroes for Army in Game 1, Vanji Soriano, playing very well here to start off this final series. Soriano drains that 3-pointer, and Soriano putting up big numbers for the Lady Battalion. Soriano so far with 19 points, an all-around performance, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and an efficient 7 of 10 from the field for Vanji Soriano. The lead is at 12 for the Lady Battalion. PSI with the ball. Resultay playing with cramps. Almazan at the post, met by the double. Outside, Bernardo shoots a 3-pointer. Missing on the 3, and we have a foul away from the ball. Almazan, and I think that's Gretchen Roque down on the floor. And the foul looks like it's on Gretchen Roque, and that's it for Gretchen Roque. A look at this 3. And look at the battle for possession between Almazan and Roque. And it appears that Roque was hit by an elbow by Almazan. But the foul is on Gretchen Roque. And that's the 6th foul on Gretchen Roque. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Roque has fouled out, and Almazan will shoot 2 free throws. Almazan a double-double for the PSI big. Gadian on your screen as we have Almazan now at the foul line. Ambi Almazan. Double-double performance for Ambi Almazan. 11 points, 10 rebounds, 4 of 9 from the field. Almazan sinks the free throw. The Lady Air defenders still knocking on the door. Almazan missing the free throw, but we have a lane violation. Almazan will shoot the free throw once again. Almazan, a product of Adamson. She makes the free throw. The Lady Air defenders down by 10. Under 3 minutes left in game 1. Conteos with the ball. Being chased by Columna. Garcia against Resultay. Garcia looks pass to Kabinbin. Kabinbin with 7 on the shot clock. Kabinbin at the key. Kabinbin still with the ball. Deflected by Resultay. Conteos missing a 3. And Gadian taps the ball to Garcia and a fresh shot clock. Kabinbin drives to the lane. Outside. Soriano open for the 3. Missing on the 3. That would have been huge for the Lady Battalion. A foul on Chaka Binbin, I believe. And that means 2 free throws for the Lady Air defenders. And PSI gets another free throw. Army now in penalty. Avila now at the foul line. Avila makes the free throw. Avila with 10 points in the contest. Avila sinks the free throw. And Army now requests for a timeout as PSI now threatening here. We will take a break. Fans here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. And coming up next after this matchup, the Pampanga Delta facing the Bulacan Republicans in Game 1 of the NBL President's Cup Finals. And now, Army with the ball. And possession will be retained by the Lady Battalion. Meanwhile, Ponteos guarded by Columna. Ponteos being pressured. And now Kabinbin, crossover move. Kabinbin, no look pass, stolen away by Avila. And now we are in the last 2 minutes. And the last 2 minutes brought to you by Converge. And nice block there by Garcia, but there's a foul. Foul on Garcia as we take a look at this rejection by Garcia, but there's a foul called. And we will have 2 free throws for Ambi Almazan. Almazan with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Almazan missing the free throw. Almazan, another double-double performance. And Almazan makes the free throw. Lead down to 7. PSI on a 5-0 run and a turnover for the Army. So a glimmer of hope for the PSI Lady Air defenders. 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the fourth. We have a 7-point lead for the Army. PSI still fighting. Avila to Resultay. Inside to Almazan. Almazan scores! And now the lead is down to 5. Keep in mind, in game 1, PSI came storming back to beat Go for Gold Philippine Navy in game 1. A look at this power move inside by Ambi Almazan. And now we can see some pressure here for the PSI Lady Air defenders. The lead is down to 5. Vandy Soriano, the pass to Cabinbin. And now the outlet to Garcia. Hand off to Soriano. Soriano, double teamed. Bounce pass to Garcia. Inside to Gadian. Open lane. She scores. And a huge shot by Marites Gadian to extend the lead to 7 points. A timeout has been requested by the PSI Lady Air defenders. Another look at this pass by Kat Garcia, finding Gadian inside for 2. And PSI request for a timeout. We will take a break. Welcome back to game 1 of the WNBL finals. And the Army minutes away from victory. They're up by 7 points. Marites Gadian with a huge shot to end a 7-0 run by the PSI Lady Air defenders. But the Lady Air defenders still not giving up. They are on an 8-game winning streak. They're looking to extend that streak with a game 1 victory, but so far they are down by 7 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in game 1. PSI will inbound on their front court. Resultay will trigger it in. They go to Almazan, back to Resultay. Avila now, inside pass to Resultay. Triple teamed. Resultay recovers. Almazan with a short stop. Back to a 5-point game. Ponteos triple team. Pass to Cabinbin. And the outlet. Gadian all alone. And Gadian scores. A huge shot by Marites Gadian. The lead is back to 7. Bernardo to Avila. 58 seconds left in game 1. Almazan inside Resultay. Resultay fakes. Takes the shot. No good. Who gets the rebound? It's Ponteos. And we have a foul. And Ponteos with a huge rebound. Foul is on Ambi Almazan. 4th foul on Ambi. And that means 2 free throws for Janine Ponteos. Ponteos with 28 points. And Ponteos looking to close the game. Ponteos steady from the foul line. 2 of 4 from the charity. She misses the free throw. 45 seconds left in game 1. The Army fans about to celebrate. Ponteos misses. Loose ball. Pick up by the Army. A huge rebound by Kat Garcia. Time on their side now. Ponteos against Columna. Ponteos still with the ball. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Ponteos escapes the defense. Pass inside. Gadian loses the ball. And a traveling violation. Ball now goes to the PSI Lady Air defenders. And again, PSI on an 8-game winning streak. Their last defeat was last March 20 against the Navy. A 1-point loss to the Navy. We have a timeout. A look at the numbers of Janine Puentejos, showing the way with 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals, 11 of 26 from the field. And now PSI with the ball, fighting for dear life here. They're down by 7 with 29 seconds left in the ball game. Columna drives, Columna draws a foul, and she will shoot 2 free throws. Vanji Soriano called for the foul, as Columna will shoot 2. Meanwhile, Cindy Resultay on your screen. Look at her numbers: 21 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 of 10 from the field. And Columna misses the free throw. Columna has been struggling, only 2 points for her. Columna misses on another free throw. Almazan, another miss for PSI. And that has been the story for the Lady Air defenders. But we will have a jump. 20 seconds left in game 1. Another look at this play. And now we will have a jump between Garcia and Almazan. And again, the Lady Air defenders, if the trend continues, this will be the end of their 8-game winning streak. And again, they have not lost in almost 3 months. Their last defeat was last March 20 against the Go for Gold Philippine Navy. And now we will have a jump. And the tap goes to Resultay. 18 seconds left. Resultay inside. Almazan takes the shot. Off the glass. No good. Rebound by Soriano. And Soriano requests for a timeout. Presence of mind for Vanji Soriano, as the Army seconds away from the Game 1 victory. Welcome back as we review the road to the finals of the Lady Battalion. They lost 5 straight games. They ended up with a 3-5 record at the end of the elimination round. And Janine Puentejos and Chaka Binbin also played for Gilas Pilipinas. But they came back and they helped the Lady Battalion beat the Lady Generals in 3 games in their best of 3 semifinals, despite being the 4th seed in the playoffs. And this is the Army's 2nd WNBL Finals appearance, and they are looking to win their first title here in the league. And they are on pace to do that. They are 12 seconds away from victory here in Game 1. Puentejos with the ball. A big night for Janine Puentejos. Time winding down. Puentejos with 28 points to lead the way for the Lady Battalion. And the Army takes Game 1 and moves 1 win away from their first ever WNBL title. They end the 8-game winning streak of the PSI Lady Air Defenders. They win this one 77-70. We will wrap up the coverage of Game 1 when we come back.
Wnbl, Wnbl, Wnbl. Tuwing at the bayan, kapapalingan na tayo lumaban. Wnbl, 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 Wnbl. Kapaligiran na tayo lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Uwantigan na bayan, kapaligiran na tayo lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Uwantigan na bayan, kapaligiran na tayo lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL. Uwantigan na bayan, kapaligiran na tayo lumaban. WNBL, 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 WNBL,
A final here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. The Army takes Game 1 of the WNBL Finals with a 77-70 win over the PSI Lady Air Defenders. And our best player of the game brought to you by Surge Fitness and Lifestyle, none other than Janine Pontejos. A game-high 28 points to lift the Lady Battalion to victory here in Game 1. And Janine, congratulations sa'yo. No? Ang ganda na pinakita mo. And balikan lang natin saglit yung 2019. No? Nag-aharap kayo nitong PSI Lady Air Defenders. Gaano ba kayo kadeterminado na mapanalo ninyo itong finals against PSI?
Ayun nga po, gusto talaga namin bumawi kasi last 2019, sila din nakalaban namin, kaso hindi kami nakaisa. So parang ngayon gusto namin na makuha yung championship.
And Janine, Game 2 sa Sunday, ano ba, tatapusin nyo na ba ito?
Sana hanggang Game 2 na lang kasi siyempre pare-pareho na rin kaming nagsasakripisyo dito at saka may mga duty na rin eh.
Okay, Janine Pontejos, 28 points, 7 rebounds and 4 steals. Baka may gusto kang pasalamatan.
Pinapasalamatan ko po yung Team Army, yung mga buffer crowd namin na sumusuporta, yung pamilya ko sa Lemery, Batangas, Army Dragon Warriors, Army Lady Troopers, at lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa Army Lady Battalion. Ako si Janine Pontejos, WNBL, ang tunay na liga ng atletang Pilipina.
Janine Pontejos, SEA Games gold medalist, at 1 win away na lang at magcha-champion na rin siya dito sa WNBL. Congratulations, Janine.
Thank you po.
Let's now go to the highlights of Game 1 of the WNBL Finals between the Army and PSI. It was a strong showing for PSI in the first quarter. Avila drains back-to-back threes to start off the game, but Chaka Binbin and the rest of the Philippine Army regaining their rhythm in the quarter. And Pontejos with this layup. The Army with a 5-point lead against PSI, Philippine Air Force, in the second period. A close encounter. Ambi Almasan started to heat up in this quarter. Chaka Binbin also playing big with that assist by Soriano, one of her 12 assists in the game. Cindy Resultay drains this three-pointer from the key. Pontejos still on attack mode, scores on that one-hander. The Army at the half, leading by 4. In the third, the Army started to pull away. Gadian playing very well in Game 1. Ortega with this short stop, but the Army still on control. Vanji Soriano, one of the unsung heroes in this game, 19 points in Game 1. Army with a 9-point lead. And in the fourth, the Army secured the victory. Kabinbin with a double-double performance, 12 points and 12 assists. Garcia with this nice move, turnaround shot. And Kabinbin with this layup over Ambi Almazan. And the Army takes Game 1, 77-70 over the PSI Lady Air Defenders. And coming up next, it's Game 1 of the NBL Finals, the Pampanga Delta against the home team, the Bulacan Republicans. So stay tuned for that one. And that ends our coverage in the WNBL. See you on Sunday for Game 2. Ito ang WNBL, ang tunay na liga ng atletang Pilipinas.